Good morning, everyone. I eventually titled the stream, Bitcoin is dumping, and I went to go get coffee, and I literally actually got back, and I came back to Ethereum absolutely mooning to the upside. So good morning to you. I mean, just as a surprise to me, as it is to you guys, I was literally gone to Speedway. I literally went to Speedway for 10 minutes in ETH. Got a awesome bounce to the upside. Let's freaking go. All right, let's freaking get it. He's sitting at about 2,809 right now, going up to test our next target at about 2,890, which is our previous highs looking left. So this is really exciting for Ethereum this morning. Obviously, as always, just be careful. We don't know what shenanigans are going down. We don't know what shenanigans are going down right now with the whole the London hard fork happening today. So just be careful of a possible pump and dump. Those can always happen here, but nonetheless, ETH just continuing up. We know we talked about yesterday. Don't be surprised if we have a red day today. It was looking that way until about 30 minutes ago, and then not even 30 minutes ago, maybe 10-15 minutes ago, and then ETH just decided to pump. So 2,800. The one thing I will note here is on Ethereum real quick. It looks like we are breaking this sort of previous support flipped into resistance. You can see right here pretty clearly, we are peeking our head over that. So you guys knew that's what I was waiting for to become extremely bullish on ETH. If we can do that and also break these highs right here, guys, I'm telling you, ETH is going to absolutely moon to the upside, assuming that Bitcoin continues up. Because we talked about the other day, guys, there's nothing. Like if you go to the daily chart, all right, just look at the daily chart here. If you break these highs right here at about 20, it's really at like 2,900 around or so. You break these highs right here, you can see on the daily, you blasted straight up to the upside and straight down to the downside, right? So you have nothing. You could easily be going from 2,900 to at least about 3,500 very quickly. Very quickly. And that's what's exciting here. And we're coming up to those levels right now if ETH can hold this on the daily. We're getting a little bit of a wick right now, but obviously we've got a long way to go here. We got to close. I would like to get a 4-hour close above this, but more so I'd like to get a daily close above this. So we'll see what happens over the course of the day today, guys. Should be a pretty volatile day, I'm expecting, overall. So that's really ETH. We'll look at a couple more things for ETH on some of the longer term time frame charts. Let's go quickly look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, before I started the stream, was chilling down here as well, looking like it wanted to kind of continue down. And I think the Ethereum pump is pulling up Bitcoin. Are we seeing something? It's very interesting the last few days, everyone. Very interesting. Ethereum is almost sort of leading the charge right now. We're seeing Ethereum pump and Bitcoin's kind of following it. And I'm not going to say that Ethereum's becoming the new Bitcoin as far as how price action goes, but at the same time, that's what we've seen lately. So we have to pay more attention to what Ethereum is doing short term and sort of Bitcoin. Is this just a one-off, a one-off week where we don't really know what's happening? But Bitcoin right now, 38,500, getting a nice bounce, exactly where we bounced before. And it could be interesting. If Bitcoin does bounce from this level, we could have another massive W reversal pattern to the upside and also a W pattern. You can see here, I'm actually just going to get rid of this wedge here on the 1 hour. But you can see here in the 1 hour, guys, I mean, this could just be a massive double bottom if we bounce from this area, right? And the 1 hour was oversold, so it was likely that we were going to get a bounce here. Let's switch on over to the volume. Look at the volume coming in. You got some volume coming in on this pump too, which is great. Let's go to the 4 hour. This is really what I wanted to talk about. So before I started the stream, I was looking at a possible head and shoulders pattern if this neckline here broke, right? But what did we do? Well, Bitcoin said, nope. Screw you to the head and shoulders pattern and actually bounced off the neckline. Now we'll see if you can continue momentum up, right? It's not the end of the world. You still could make your way down here and break, right? But that is what is really exciting right now, that Bitcoin actually rejected that neckline so far, right? So far. We still got a long way to go, so we can't count that out just yet. The other thing I was looking at is, are we in some maybe possible bigger wedge, right? And I know we have 3 touches on the top side on this wedge, but is this something that we could possibly be in, right? Flipping our old resistance into support actually 3 times on the bottom here. So if this head and shoulders pattern continues to get rejected, okay, and we can pump and get back to the top of this wedge and break it, it's the same target of our hourly wedge, which is all the way up here at about 42,450. Okay, so another retest of 42,000 could be in the makes if we break this downtrend of resistance. Very, very exciting stuff as well. Real quick, let's look at if this head and shoulders was to play out, right? If this was to play out, just for curiosity's sake, what would be the downside target? It would be downwards of about 33,000. Does that level have any significance to us? Not really. I was looking at the Fibonacci targets, but it really doesn't have any significance as of right now. So I'm going to keep this like this on the 4 hour. We'll see which one of these ends up playing out. We're right in the middle of the range. Could be really either one here, and that's what's exciting here. Now is a good panic sell, not dump. Definitely could be. Definitely could be. Watching both crypto shows at the same time. There you go, man. That's some serious dedication, man. Sunflower said, I bought a little BTC this morning. Dollar cost average because ETH wasn't as low. There you go, Sunflower. That's what I'm talking about. Start talking about bringing some sun to the early morning, some positive vibes to this early morning. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Hunter. What's going on, my man? ETH has bearish divergence on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, ETH has been on an absolute tear. It actually also has, I mean, to be fair, it also has some serious bearish div on the 4 hour too. I mean, you can see here, I mean, you're clearly making higher highs and lower highs on the RSI. But does Ethereum really care about that? Does ETH care about that? Let me know in the chat. You guys think ETH cares about that? I'll answer it for you.
Nope.
ETH could just literally just continue to the upside if it wants to. And that's also what's exciting about crypto is, you know, a lot of times it can tell this to go. I mean, you have room to run on the 4 hour if you really start wanting to run. The 1 hour, you probably have a little bearish dip too. Yeah, you have a little bearish divergence on the 1 hour too. And you're actually right at that resistance level right now. So you do have a little bearish div there. But you also have room to run on the 1 hour if you want to, right? You have room to run if you really want to. So, and the technicals are saying that you're topped out, but the technicals also said that you were topped out right here, right? You had bearish div on the 4 hour right here. And the technicals said, nope, we're going to keep going up. You had a little bit of a pullback, but nonetheless, the technicals decided that they wanted to just continue up. So what I will say is on the 4 hour, I think a big reason why you got this move up, let me just see here. Not really, man. I mean, you had a little, and this was last night. The 1 hour, you had a little bullish div, and that pushed you up a little bit. Very, very slight. Very, very slight, but you did have it there. I wouldn't have really, if I was like a trader, I wouldn't have really took this trade, honestly, just because today was a very, very unknown day. Like, where we're going to see the sell-off after the big pump yesterday. That's kind of what I was expecting. Still could happen, right? We're still early in the day. In reality, we're still below this resistance that I want to break here. So that still could happen today. But obviously a pretty good start to this morning, and hopefully we continue that momentum to the upside. Ethereum is the leader right now. Like, Bitcoin's playing follow the leader, which is awesome. It's awesome to see another coin kind of pull the market up. It really is. And hopefully that can be a sign of things to come. I don't know if that's going to continue long term. Like I said, it could just be, you know, this week with obviously the big news coming for Ethereum here. But nonetheless, really nice. Jordan, make ETH hold 2,750. Let me put a buy order in for ETH right now. There we go. All right, we're buying some ETH. That's me right there. That's me. Giant whale. Buying up the little dip. Boom. All right, we're going to hold 27.50 just because I bought the dip. There we go, guys. All right. What else? What else? Let's check ETH on the weekly time frame. Are we still looking good on the weekly? Oh, we're looking beautiful on the weekly. What is the level we're looking at for ETH being at the weekly, guys? What is the level? We want to be above. Let me actually get rid of all this stuff. We want to be above the 20-week SMA and the 20-week EMA. And we're actually above both. Okay, we're above both, which is super freaking bullish. You can see actually when ETH came down to test these, you wicked right off the 20 SMA, which is awesome. Where we want to close for ETH, preferably, is to make a higher high on the close for the weekly time frame. So we're looking for a close above these two previous candles here. And you can see right now we're poking our head about it. And that's why we've been talking about Ethereum being so bullish on the weekly, because if you do close above those, you have no resistance. No resistance. Maybe some wickage resistance. But after that, you really got no resistance, in my opinion, until you closed up on the weekly at the top here. You could argue where you closed up here, but I don't really take that into account. About 3,900 if we close above that on the weekly, which is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. I love it, man. I love it. I love long-term charts. They really get me going. And it really puts you in perspective on what's really going on here. I mean, we know we looked at ETH past cycles, and to me, this dip looks very similar to a couple different dips we had here back in the last cycle. A lot of people don't look at Ethereum's last cycle, but to me, I mean, this just whole kind of consolidation kind of looks, I mean, it doesn't look similar to these, but it looks similar to this one here where we broke below and we got back above. And you can see as soon as we got back above, we absolutely moonshot it to the upside. Now, like I said yesterday, I don't expect us to moonshot like that in the weekly. That was insane. But the fact that we got back above those moving averages, I do expect ETH to really start making some headway here. Really start making some headway. I will say, because a lot of people want to compare it to 2017, and this is exactly like I don't want to compare it to 2017 or into the bear market, right? In 2017, I want to go over this again. A lot of people didn't see it yesterday. In 2017, we dipped below these moving averages, came back up, actually got rejected, right? We couldn't get back above them in the whole bear market, right? Once we dipped below them, we couldn't get back above it the whole way down, okay? And what's different about this time, and I try to explain to people, is this time we dipped below them, but we clearly got back above it very, very easily. Actually, on the second try, we got back above it. And that's what's exciting here, is because the last time we did that for ETH was down here. Went below it, got back above it, boom. 2019, got below it, couldn't get back above it, dump. As simple as that. ETH Bitcoin, guys, look at ETH Bitcoin right now. Holy moly.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Look at ETH BTC. Dude, I'm telling you, this bull flag on ETH BTC, I do believe this is going to play out over time. Like I said, it's not going to do this. Don't think it's going to do this. Right? It won't do that. But I think over time, you know, we will get up to these levels, man. And that's what's exciting here. Look at ETH BTC. Hey, if you're an ETH holder, this gets you this gets your panties. This gets your panties even in the morning in a little bit of a bunch. Actually, I guess the opposite of getting your panties in a bunch. It just gets your panties. I can't go there, but you know what I'm trying to say. Everybody, we need the pump music. You guys really want the pump music right now? Well, we stopped pumping. If we pump back above this red line, we'll play the pump music this morning. But it is the morning, so like everyone doesn't probably have as much energy as they do at night, including myself, right? I have a lot of freaking I have a lot of freaking energy at night. In the morning, I try. You can get it. You can get it. What does ETH BTC flag mean? ETH BTC flag, from the flag poll on the daily, you can also look at it on the weekly. The ETC flag poll is this whole damn poll. Extrapolate it up. And what I love about it is it comes you right to where you closed up back in 2018 when everyone was yelling ETH Bitcoin flipping. Not going to say it's going to get up to those levels again, but if you do get up to those levels, ETH is going to be very, very close to Bitcoin's market cap. Very, very close to Bitcoin's market cap if this continues up, which is insane. I mean, if you just look at the market caps right now, let's go check. The market caps right now, guys. Bitcoin's at about 720 billion, ETH's at about 320. So it's coming up on half, right? It's coming up on half. Not quite there yet, but we are making some headway there as far as the ETH Bitcoin pair. I mean, you can see that just the last 24 hours, ETH's up 6%, Bitcoin's down 2%. That's a 7% swing in one day right there, right? So it could happen faster than we think. I don't know if it's going to happen quickly, right? I've always been under the assumption that if that was to happen, it would take a while. But nonetheless, it is what it is. ETH is flying. Yeah, it is. ETH's going. But we got this big resistance. We know what we're waiting for ETH, right? What are we waiting for ETH? Break this previous support coming up. It's not an exact line, but you guys get the general trend. This previous support flipped into resistance. Can we get back above that trend line on a daily close? I would like to see a daily close at the end of the day, but I love it, man. You'd also see a possible cup and handle pattern here too for ETH. Cup and handle pattern, anyone? Come on, give me that cup and handle. Got the cup, got the handle. You break that. I mean, in theory, and I love it because it's the upward sloping cup and handles. Let's check if you bounced off the 20. Let's check if you bounced off the 20. You guys know I love my 20 EMA as far as the handle back test. Let's check it. Let me fix that. For some reason on this chart only, it doesn't pop up the way I want it to. Change that to 20. Make this bigger. There we go. Not quite. I mean, you went a little bit below it, but still, I still like it. And if not that, I mean, the bounce off that's the 4-hour EMA ribbon is also really nice. I really like that. I really, really like that. So, I mean, in theory, if we were to look at this, if you can break out of that neckline, in theory, let's check it. And we continue up. Let's see where this would put us, just in theory, right? I can say this is necessarily going to happen. You have to break this on a close first, but it would put you at about 3,600, which is an interesting level because if you look at it, it's actually a couple support levels, which could be your next resistance. Let's actually zoom a little bit in here. Could put you, yeah, a couple different support levels. I probably see maybe some resistance a little bit lower at that down there, but oh, it is lower. Hold on. I misdrew it. There we go. Yeah, that would make perfect sense. Look at that. Right at your previous support, right above previous resistance. I mean, that level would make a lot of sense. But obviously, that's just purely hypothetical at the moment. We obviously have to break the resistance line first, which trying to do right now. 2782. Looks like we're trying to break it again, boys. Why is ETH pumping? ETH is pumping based off the hard fork that happened today, or it's happening right now. So a lot of supply is getting burned, which in theory should increase demand, which is why you're seeing the price go up. Less supply, same demand, right? Even if you're at less supply, same demand, okay? The price should go up in theory. Seeing less supply and more demand, which we've been seeing the last few days, that's going to make the price really start moving up, which is we've been seeing the last few days, right? So ETH just looking really good in the longer term time frames, shorter term time frames. I don't know, man. Check the 1 hour again. 1 hour, you do have bearish divergence, but let's see if the hourly can get above an 82 on the RSI to kind of backtrack that. Especially when news comes out. We know when news comes out, a lot of the times the charts reacts to the news. Same thing as a lot of times the news reacts to the charts, right? People drop FUD when we break out of patterns. Mining profits look similar. Thanks for that, Suits. Mining profits didn't change much. Jordan teaching supply and demand eco 101. Pretty much, man. Yeah, but like we talked about yesterday. Exactly, Jordan. Exactly, Jordan. I love that you have the same legal name as me, man. That's awesome. It's a good name. Come on. It's a good name. What I will say is, like we talked about yesterday, we're getting a pump right now, but do not be surprised if we see a big sell-off today. Why would we get a big sell-off today? And I'm not saying we will, but don't be surprised if we do. And this is what I was trying to warn you guys yesterday. If we see a big sell-off, which it looked like it was doing, right? It looked like we sold off about 10% there overnight. The reason why is we've gone on a massive run here for Ethereum, especially. Bitcoin too. If Ethereum, it's so weird. If Ethereum starts dumping, Bitcoin will start dumping. It's so weird saying that, but I really think that's the case right now. We've seen a pump of about 65% from Ethereum over the course of the last 2 weeks, right? So a lot of that was probably hype due to this upcoming event. A lot of that was Bitcoin turning around, but the whales could use that as some sort of liquidity grab to pull back down the price. I think a lot of people are FOMOing in right now, expecting the Ethereum to go to the moon in a moonshot, which I won't rule out. We've seen crazier things happen in crypto before. We could just see a moonshot up to the moon. But I want everyone to stay realistic, where the whales at some point will bring this back down, to grab some of the liquidity down there, right? So don't be surprised if you see a dump today. I don't want everyone panicking if a dump comes, because in the reality, it's all just noise. It doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I actually posted it this morning when it was going down. I was like, guys, don't be surprised if we see a red day today. It is what it is, right? But FOMO could continue, but at some point, the whales will come in and push it back down so they can do their thing, right? Good to see crypto get off the Bitcoin tit. I love it, man. I love the reference. New to the squad. Love the videos, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. We chilling right now. Looks like Ethereum 27.85, getting another push up to the upside here. It's got room. It's got room. It's not like the hourly is like way overbought, and it's not like the 4 hours way overbought. In the daily, you still got room. So if Ethereum wants to go, it can go. It can go. And in Bitcoin, the same thing. If ETH starts pumping, dude, I'm gonna have to get used saying this right now. I don't think it's gonna last for too long, but if ETH keeps pumping, Bitcoin, look at this. On the hourly, you got so much room to run. On the daily, you've got a pullback. Now you've got an incredible room to run. And then the same thing on the 4 hour time frame. You got so much room to run. So and in reality, we're still up here at 38,500. It's not like we've dipped below. So what I think what's happened here is we've kind of been just going sideways up here for the most part. The last couple weeks, or not last couple weeks, but the last couple days, we've been pretty much going sideways in general. But you can see as the price went sideways, the RSIs cooled off, which is awesome, because now if we pump, we can potentially hit higher levels before we get overbought, which would be great. So exciting, man. 38,525 ETH. Holy moly. make myself dizzy and pass out. Let's go. ETH making another run. 27.93 for Ethereum. Bitcoin making a run up as well. Shall we play the music for Bitcoin? I think we shall. Let's freaking go, boys. ETH. Oh, it says 20. Bruh. 2,800 for ETH. 2,800 for Ethereum. We are making some moves, boys. You know that? We know what that means. You know what that means. You guys know what that means. We are going to the moon, as Michael Saylor would say. We are going to the freaking moon. Everyone put their laser ons right now. I want everyone to spam those bulls in the chat. And like I always say, I'm not saying what you think I'm saying. Spam those bulls in the chat. 28.11 for ETH. Bitcoin at 38,730. Let's freaking go. That's why they call me Michael Saylor for a reason. All right? No, but in all seriousness, ETH just made a new high. 28.21. Probably going to see the ebbs and flows, right? Where ETH keeps going up. All right? Comes back down. Back tests. Goes up again, right? It's elevator up. Slow down. Elevator up. Slow down. So don't be surprised if you see a very, very volatile day for ETH. That's what we're expecting. ETH is smashed, and I mean Hulk smashed, that resistance. Like damn Hulk. Okay, ETH does not care right now. ETH does not care about technicals right now. So we can ignore all the technical analysis right now for Ethereum. Ethereum is going to do its thing. So anyone who's going to tell you, oh, this is going to happen because of ETH, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. ETH is pumping based off hype and FOMO right now. Okay? And obviously probably a supply shock too. You can probably add that in there as well. I'm going to switch on over to the helmet though, temporarily. But we are freaking doing. JGB said I should be working. What is working? Watching crypto charts is working. Because what's funny is a lot of the times in crypto, a lot of days you actually make more money in crypto than you do at your full-time job. Right? That used to happen to me all the time. I used to be sitting at my job, you know, making whatever I was making. And then I looked at my portfolio. My portfolios, I was making, you know, 10 times, 20 times the amount in one day based off the crypto gains at my job. And I was like, dude, why am I here right now? So I totally get that. I totally get that feeling. Obviously, make sure you're getting what you need to get done, right? Don't get caught watching the Bitcoin charts. Bitcoin's at a very key level, though. You can see right here at the bottom right here from July 30th. And Bitcoin might get some resistance on there on the 4-hour time frame. So make sure you're watching out for that. That was a key support level for Bitcoin back here. If we break that, I think we have a pretty clear move just based off the 4-hour. Right? This clears daily off the 4-hour. Back up to about right near 40K if we break that level for Bitcoin. So very, very awesome. Very, very awesome stuff, I should add. The volume coming in right now is good too. Very, very good volume coming in right now. It's not the most insane volume, but at least we're getting some volume. At least it's not like some slow stuff. ETH down to 27.96. What's going to happen? You're going to pump. You're going to come back down a little bit. Eventually, we'll get the big sell-off for ETH. It hasn't really happened yet. Eventually, the big sell-off will come. Or it won't come. Who knows at this point? You know what I mean? We just work in case a 2 to 3 year dip comes. Exactly. Exactly, my man. JBG said, just don't talk about it with your colleagues. Actually, at my old job, I had a lot of other people that loved crypto, which was awesome. It made the day go by so much faster because we'd be working and we'd be talking about crypto the entire time. So it was actually really freaking fun. At my old job, a lot of people loved crypto. A lot of them loved crypto because of me, right? A lot of them love crypto because of me because I got them into it. But yeah, sometimes I miss those days talking to the dudes, but it is what it is. Sometimes I still go down there to visit them. What time is the hard fork? Pretty sure it already happened, man. All right, it's going on right now. E sell off at 3K. E sell off at 3,000. If we smash right through, so I don't expect us to just smash through the 3,000 right now. I think you know, just based off what I'm seeing here, I think a test of 2,900 is going to be a kind of annoying. You can see here we have multiple highs at these relative levels, right? So this level is going to be freaking annoying, 2,900. But like I said, it's not so much 3,000s the resistance. We saw in the past, the last 2 times Ethereum went to 3,000, we smashed through it up, no resistance. And back here, we smashed through it down, no resistance. So that's why I've been saying, if we smash through 2,900, there's really nothing. Even on the 4 hour, you might have something at like 3,200. But on the daily and on the weekly, there's really nothing in between these levels. It's just purely carnage up, carnage down for the most part. You got a little peaks and valleys there, but nothing I think is going to be super annoying. Really. So watch about 2,900. If we smash 2,900, ETH is going to get some serious FOMO. And I think already ETH's getting some serious FOMO right now. Some serious FOMO. Bruh. Bitcoin, 38,800. I know we've been higher before, but holy moly, are we going to get a bullish engulfing candle on the 4 hour for BTC here? That would be pretty dope. That would be pretty dope. We get back above that. Obviously, we could be forming a bullish engulfing on the 4 hour. Very, very closely. Holy moly. Bro. $39,000. Let's freaking go. Econs, you're long on BTC and got swing trades on ETH and BTC. That's what I'm talking about. Chica, that's what I'm talking about. Get you make money on those long trades. Who's short on Bitcoin right now besides Java? Actually, Java's not short anymore. Java got liquidated. Java is on the floor right now. He's passed out. I can see him through the hall down there. He's passed out right now. He does it all the time, so you guys are probably like, Jordan, why are you not helping Java? The reason why I'm not helping Java is because he does this all the time. He always passes out in the hallway whenever he loses his shorts. So I'm not too worried about him. It's totally normal. Totally normal. Actually, let's check on Cardano. Actually, I can see Cardano price right here. What is Cardano doing? Cardano's at 1.37. That's not accurate. Hold up. That's not accurate. Let me refresh. Let me refresh this old bad boy. This old bad boy. Cardano's at 137. So Cardano is not moving at all. Very, very, very barely. Kind of like BTC in a way. All right. Cardano, 137.7. Will Bitcoin get the 4-hour engulfing? That's what we need to know. He'd have been there forever. He'd have been chilling like a villain, man. He'd have been chilling at 137 forever, man. It's never accurate. It's accurate up to a certain point. It's accurate up to a certain point. It should be updating. I'm not sure why it's not. It's actually slightly frustrating for me. Guys, let's spam up those likes, though. We got 900 likes. Let's like the stream for ETH and Bitcoin pump in the morning. We never see an ETH and Bitcoin pump in the morning. This is groundbreaking stuff. All right, let's get up to like at least 400 likes. Let's do it. Let's do it. I was going to make this a short stream this morning, but I'm having some fun. I'm staying on. I don't know about you guys, but I'm staying on. Kane said, dead cat bounce. Laughing face. Could be a dead cat bounce. Could still be a dead cat bounce. At least for BTC. For ETH, so the thing about ETH is ETH has done the thing we want Bitcoin to do. ETH has got back above the levels that we want, right? It's got it back above the 200 SMA. It's already back above the 200-day SMA, right? So, you know, ETH is already good. ETH is already good. We still need Bitcoin to do what we need it to do, right? We still need Bitcoin to get back over the 20-week SMA and the 200-day SMA. It still hasn't done it. So until Bitcoin does that, we can't get too cocky here, right? We can't get too cocky. So stay grounded. We can have fun on the channel. We can get hyped for pumps, and we can get sad for dumps. All right, or we can get some hopium when we get some dumps. But until we break the 200-day SMA, we got to stay grounded and realize that, you know, anything can really happen. Now, what's my opinion? My opinion is we haven't topped out for this bull market. You guys know my opinion. I'm going to stand by my opinion. I do not think we've topped out in this bull market. Everything to me in the longer term time frames screams to me that we have not topped out. It just does not look like a normal top out cycle. It just doesn't. Now, obviously, some black swan event could come down and ruin the party for us, right, at some point. But at the same time, unless some black swan event comes, which we can't predict, right? You can't predict those things. I don't think the bull market's over. But until we break this 200 SMA, we can't get overly confident, right? As much as I try to be overly confident, we got to stay grounded there. And it's the 20-week SMA. We got to get back over that. Now, if we get back over those, which what I must state, Ethereum has already done. Ethereum smashed through those already. Then we can start looking extremely bullish. The one thing I want to note for that, though, is the total market cap, right? Which should we, as a whole crypto market, is it important to look at Bitcoin or is it important to look at the total market cap? I've been wondering about this lately because, you know, from a total market cap perspective, I mean, this just looks really good. This just looks really good. Let's actually check. Yes, you're above your 20 EMA on the total market cap. You actually came back down and back tested it right there. Let's actually check our 20 simple moving average. And I think we're still below that slightly, yeah. So that's at 1.69 trillion. We're at 1.6 trillion. So we're coming up on that very, very shortly. We're coming up here. And if you actually look, I'm actually going to delete this real quick. Look at where we wicked last week. We wicked right to that level, right to the 20 simple moving average on the total market cap, right? So that could be, if we break this, that could be a huge signal for us. You know, because if we look back in the past, in 2017, you know, we held it as support here, we dipped below it, confirmed it as resistance, and then the whole bear market, it was resistance all the way down. Freaking textbook. And in 2019, it was too. So we looked at this with Ethereum, but you can see here, we bounced. We came below it. We couldn't get back above it once. Couldn't get back above it twice. Textbook, man. Textbook. You got back above it. It was support, support. That's the key to me. Can we break back above the 20 SMA on the weekly time frame? Not only for Bitcoin, but for the total market cap. We're already back above the 20, the EMA. So that's what I'm watching, guys. That's what I'm watching. Head and shoulders on BTC. There was head and shoulders on BTC. There still could be, right? We were talking about that earlier. There still could be a possibility of a head and shoulders pattern here. Still could be a possibility, though we actually came back down and tested the neckline, which is this downward sloping yellow line, and we actually pumped off of it, which I think is an extremely bullish sign. Doesn't mean we can't just roll back over here and dump back down, right? We certainly could do that. But as of right now, I mean, things are looking slightly bullish on that buy, right? A lot of buy pressure coming in there at those levels. Look at that cross buy point. Right there. Yeah, pretty interesting. Cross. Boom, crossed right there. Pretty good. Pretty good, man. 38,000, pushing 38,900 for BTC as we speak. The died swan event, more likely? Probably. Being grounded is boring. VZH, that's facts. That's why we have fun here, right? I mean, we have fun on this channel, but at the same time, we gotta stay somewhat grounded, right? But doesn't mean we can't be moon boys in the meantime, right? It's fun to be a moon boy, let's be honest. Because being a moon boy and being able to be a moon boy also gives you the fact that the price is going up, right? So, you know, that's why it's fun to be a moon boy. When the price is going down, it's not too fun to be a moon boy. But when the price is going down, I guess it is fun to be a moon boy. Why is the price going down fun to be a moon boy? Because you get the prices to be able to scoop up coins that when the price starts going up and you're a moon boy, you're not only going to be a moon boy, you're going to be a Mars boy, a Pluto boy, a Venus boy. Why? Because you scooped up coins at lower prices while everyone else was scared not to. And inherently, that's what makes you a moon boy. Actually, not really. I guess moon boys are technically people that FOMO in. All right, 38. We're pushing 39,000 right now, fellas. Fellas and my ladies. All my ladies in the chat. All my ladies in the chat. Let's go. Christian said, I'm a moon boy and I'm proud. I'm a long-term moon boy. I'll always say I'm a long-term moon boy, short-term realist. I guess that's kind of my motto. Long-term moon boy, short-term realist. I think a lot of people can agree with that for themselves too, honestly. 38.9, pushing 39,000 as we speak. This is freaking awesome. So we saw ETH get a massive run on that. It looks like Bitcoin's trying to do it now too on 4 hour. All right, 39,000. Can we break it, boys? Can we break it? 39,000. Let's see it. Boom. Let's go. We're gonna party. Kane, thanks for the super chat, though, my friend. Got to say thanks for that, dude. You're always in here, my friend. And we break 39,000, and we get the pump music. Let's see if we can hold it for 10 seconds. Come back down. All right, if we get back above 39,000, we're gonna play it. We are gonna play it. It looks like Bitcoin and ETH are taking turns. So ETH pumps, and then Bitcoin pumps, and then ETH pumps, and then Bitcoin pumps. It's kind of the ebbs and flows of the market right now. Pretty fun. It's pretty fun. So now Bitcoin might settle down, then you'll see ETH go again. Kane said, concerned that our low today was lower than 2 days ago. No, I'm not, because what did that low actually tell us? That low And I don't really love the wicks. For me, it's all about where you close, right? I'm not a huge wick guy, right? I'm a big believer in the closes are what really matters. And you can see here on the closes, you actually got higher highs, okay? So that's what I like to see. It's not about where, in my opinion, right? A lot of people like to use wicks. I like the wicks up to a certain point. I think it helps you with support resistance levels too, but to me, it's all about where you close. And if you look at where you close, you made higher highs. That's why I always talk about the closes, because that's what really matters at the end of the day. So to me, you got higher highs there, or higher lows, at least right now, right? This could just be the continuation of the trend, and then you can make a lower low. But as of right now, to me, it looks fine, man. Take an ETH profits in BTC, maybe? Definitely could be. 10-second hold. If Bitcoin gets back to 39,000, that's why I like to wait like 10 seconds to see if it holds, because sometimes it'll fake you out. It'll go back above it, and then it'll come right back down. You know what I mean? The wicks are to kick out the stop losses. Exactly. Wicks are, yeah, the wicks are just to liquidate some peeps. Liquidate some peeps. The only wick Jordan cares about is the wick off. Exactly, dude. What's up, Jen? Good morning. We're having a pretty good morning here. What's up, Bear? Bear said LOL. Not sure what Bear's laughing at, but Bear, you're laughing at me, bro. It's all good. And then we got the Crypto Keeper. We got Sarush. Kick him right in the balls. The salty bowls right now. We actually don't have a lot of salty bowls in the chat. Is this wedge gonna play out? Let's do a poll real quick. Do you think this wedge will break to the upside? Now I know we only have, I mean technically we have 3 touches, right? You wicked up to it twice. So I guess you can say you have 3 touches. I'm gonna say, will this wedge break up to the upside? Yes, no. I'm gonna do yes, no, and we are in head and shoulders. So yes, no, or you think we're in a head and shoulders instead of a wedge. That's the poll right now in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. We're at 354 likes. Let's get that up to 400. 400 on a morning stream. That's usually my goal there. 1,000 for the night stream, 400 for the morning stream. That's the goal for the stream. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe too. I'm live every day from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the morning, I usually go in the morning 3 or 4 days a week. Not every day, 2 streams. I don't want to get burnt out. But 3 to 4 days a week, I'm live in the morning too. So if you're a morning person or you're in Europe or something, and this is, 5 p.m. wherever you are, feel free to join us on this ride to hopefully for a bunch of people financial freedom, right? All right. So ETH kind of settling back down here. I don't think the run's over here for ETH. And Bitcoin looks like it's slowly but surely creeping back up to 39,000. So we'll see if it breaks that. We got 56 minutes until the 4-hour close. I'm really interested to see if we get a bullish engulfing on the 4-hour. I think that could be really good. We haven't seen one of those in a while on a bottom, in a long time. We didn't get one down here. We didn't get one. Here we didn't get one. Actually, here we got one, and we obviously know what happened. We went from 37,000 to all the way up to 40,000. Last time we got one right here. So we'll see if this is could be one too. That's one noisy keyboard. Facts. It's I love it. I love the sound of this keyboard. Still think 36K is the bounce zone. I still think, yeah, I still think we can go down there. Right? I still have that as sort of the possible bounce zone. You know what I mean? So the way I'm looking at this is actually, hold on. We're gonna look at something in a second. But I still think worst case scenario for me, not worst case scenario, but we could always go lower. But at least if we want to continue this trend, I think 36,400 testing the previous highs still would make some sense at the end of the day. So if we end up staying in this like wedge here and we come back down, something like this, stay in the wedge, and this was the bounce, I could see something like that happening for sure. Never rule out lower prices, and we're getting pumped right now, but you can't rule out lower prices, obviously. Well, actually, one sec. Something interesting here. Could this be a giant? Now, I know we only have a couple of touches on the top side, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but I'm not going to temporarily get rid of this. Could this be, from the closes, just be a giant symmetrical triangle continuation? All right, we have 3 touches on the bottom side here. Perfect bounces. Perfect bounces. 1, 2, 3. On the closes, right? Obviously the wicks, you went a little bit lower. But this could be very interesting too. This could be very interesting. We'll see if this plays out. I don't know. That's a little bit more speculative to me. I think I like the wedge a little bit better, but GMG, good morning, Gains. Let's good. What's good, Nacho Fiat? Nacho Fiat. I love it, dude. Love the name. It's Nacho Fiat. Get your hands off my fiat. I'm buying crypto. I think I like the wedge a little bit better, personally. But, could be interesting. Nacho Fiat. I think I like the wedge. The squeeze. All right, let's go. ETH pulling back a little bit. Let's check the shorter term time frames for ETH. Could this just be a back test? Look at that, man. Could this be a back test for ETH? And we know we had this resistance line coming up. Look at this. Could this be a back test for ETH before a continuation to the upside? I love it, man. Gotta love it. Yeah, if ETH is cooking for its next pump, wait for it. Yeah, definitely could be. What is the measure move up for that wedge? The measure move up. So for wedges, it's always the touch point. So if it's a falling wedge, it's the top touch point, the highest touch point. So 42,500, or our local highs from up here. So that's our measure move. Now, if it's a rising wedge, it's the opposite, right? So it's always the bottommost touch, or the bottommost touch point for a rising wedge. So, like, just for example, this one, we had sort of a wedge here, play out. You broke down, back tested, and then your touch point, your bottommost touch point was your measure move, and you actually perfectly came back down that measure move on the first dip. That one played out perfectly. And this is just kind of the opposite, right? This is a bullish falling wedge, which would be 42,500. Very, very interesting, if you may ask me. This one's obviously bigger than the one yesterday. All right, we're going back up to 39,000, everyone. Let me get those bulls in the chat again. Let me get the bulls in the freaking chat. If I don't see bulls in the chat right now, Bitcoin's not going to break 39,000. Simple as that. I'll even throw mine in there. There we go. Don't most trend lines use 3 touch points? Yes, three touch points. So that's why I'm waiting for one more touch point. I've kind of stated that, we only have 2 touch points on the top side. You could, if you wanted to, go to like the hourly time frame. And if you look on the hourly, you do have 1 touch point. And then actually for these three little things here, you've actually wicked up to it 4 times. So you could actually argue that you have multiple touch points. But yeah, I would like to see one more touch point on the top side to confirm, or just to break it to confirm. But that's definitely true, man. All right, there it is. 39,000, boys. I told you. What did I tell you? I told you if you spam the bulls in the chat, we were going to break 39,000. I told you. I told y'all, we spam those bulls, we're gonna pump to the upside, and we have done exactly that. 39,250 as we speak right now. Let's freaking go. Let's get it. Let's freaking get it. Handshakes, high fives all around, gang. Facts, man. All right, 39,300. Let's freaking go. Let's see if ETH is moving again. Yeah, ETH is bouncing off that trend line, guys. Nice little back test there for ETH. Now could ETH get that turn, right? You know, we know they take turns. We see in Bitcoin pump, then ETH pumps, then Bitcoin pumps, then ETH, Bitcoin, ETH, Bitcoin, ETH. 39,300 for BTC. Looks like we're going to get that bullish engulfing. Unless we get some massive move to the downside here, which could definitely be possible too. We're coming up on our wedge. We're coming up on our wedge resistance. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. Now when I'm golfing, I expect dumps in my backswing. Crypto life be stressful. Crypto life do be stressful, man. I totally get it. Totally get it. We're coming up on that wedge, though. The nasty wedge. I guess you can call it a nice wedge. Adjust that slightly there. I'm gonna fix up these lines here on the shorter term time frames to get this more exact for you guys. Hold on. Let me take from this wick high. We take from this wick high to the candle wicks. Right there. Yeah, that's a little more accurate there. Want to make sure that was as accurate as possible. So yeah, we're coming up on that right now. And it actually correlates perfectly with my next kind of point here, right? 39,400 could be kind of a pain in the butt for us. Bunch of previous support at this level, relative level. Previous resistance, previous support. So this is a big level here. We'll see if Bitcoin can smash through that, or if not, we shall see. We shall see. Don't jinx it. We did it, bro. We haven't quite done it yet. We haven't quite done it yet, everyone. Total market cap. Let's check the total market cap. Making some moves here on the total. I love it, man. I love it. Look at this. This is what gets me super bullish on the total market cap. Okay, and this is why I think we should be paying more attention to this than Bitcoin sometimes, because this is like, it's such a bullish structure, and it's the total 2 market cap too. But you know, a breakout of this wedge, you came back down, literally came back down and back tested your previous highs perfectly, man. Perfectly, and you were so bullish you didn't even have to come back all the way down. Like you just pumped up afterwards, and now you're getting that follow through. And if this was to continue, right, 1.87 trillion is coming. I love it. And same thing with the weekly. The weekly looks insane on this too. And the level to watch on the weekly for this is, can we make a higher low? Or can we make a higher high on the weekly for the total? You can see we're right at it right now, right? Can we make it? It's right there at about 1.6. Actually, we're above it now. So we're actually above it. Can we get a higher high on the weekly on the total market cap? This would be awesome too. And then you can just see that the classic, you know, reversal to the upside. If you break this neckline, I mean, in theory, right? Target's up there. So we'll see if that continues to play out. But the total market cap looks extremely bullish too. I do have to state. Yeah, enjoy the moment, guys. Enjoy the moment. We're having fun here. Good. Take profit at 139.3. There you go. Take those profits if you got the profits. If you're trading this wedge, I could see Bitcoin smash through this wedge, but who knows, man? Who freaking knows? Bull flag on ETH. See a nice little bull flag on ETH. Let me get rid of our moving averages there. Bull flag on ETH. Are you looking at the super short-term time frames? I'm assuming you're looking at like a 5-minute chart. Guess you can even go a little bit more on the 1 minute. Dude, ETH is coiling up. Bro, let's watch this on the short-term time frames. Look at this. Good spot, man. ETH support resistance is converging here for a possible another move. Let's watch this on the short-term time frames. See what happens. Sometimes these are fun to watch, right? But you can see that the price is getting smaller and smaller and smaller here, or getting converged into support resistance. 29.84. Will ETH bounce off the bottom here and continue up? That is the question. I'm sure Bitcoin's probably doing a very, very similar thing. Very, very similar thing. This is the 1 minute chart, by the way, guys. So if it doesn't play out, don't come at me. This is just for fun. But let's see if this plays out. Sometimes these are fun to watch, especially on stream, right? See if you break up about 28.58, break down 27.22. See which one. I'm gonna keep it on the top there. The trend is your friend until the end, right? The trend is your friend until the end. What I like to say. Actually, a lot of people like to say that. For a good reason. I guess you should say. Let's see what we do here. Put it on the second chart, even funnier. Could be. Beautiful bull flag on the 1 minute. Could be a little bull flag too, honestly. This is going to come down to the wire. I'm excited for this. What do you guys think of the chat? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. All right, let's do my last poll. Do you think this wedge will break up to the upside? 68% said yes. 20% said no. Said 12% said we are in a head and shoulders pattern. So 68% of people are bullish right now. Let's do a poll right here. Will this 1 minute, now I know it's the 1 minute, so I don't want to get all the trolls in the chat. Don't make Bob come out. Don't be saying, this guy's looking at the 1 minute chart. This guy is such a nerd. This guy has no idea what he's doing. Holy moly, here we go. Will this 1 minute triangle break up for ETH? Yes or no in the chat. Before we break out, will this 1 hour triangle, or sorry, this 1 minute triangle break out to the upside or to the downside for ETH? Or yes or no. You know, you can use that too. This guy is such a nerd. He's looking at the 1 hour, the 1 minute chart. Who does that? I can already see it now. There's some guy, there's some Bob sitting behind his desk right now. This guy's ridiculous. This guy's trading on the 1 minute chart. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. This guy should go back to TA school. I can already see it. There's one person there that's saying that. We get a little laggy here. There we go. A little laggy for a second. Let's go back to ETH. Bitcoin 39.29. 39.29. All right, there we go. 39,300 for BTC. Will Bitcoin break it? It's trying to. That's at 39,300 again. What a nerd. Let's see. 27.91 for ETH. BTC right at the resistance. This guy. Kane said, shed the red, baby. Shed the red. What's going on, Kane? Thank you for the super chat, man. Nacho Fiat said, GMG, good morning, Gains. JC, thank you. What's going on, Nacho? You're the absolute boss, dude. Reverse cup and handle. I'm going to say reverse cup and handle. I don't know if I see a reverse cup and handle. I don't know if I'm seeing that. Am I wrong? I don't see a reverse cup and handle. Not yet. Gonna have to extend this out. ETH's gonna want to troll us to the end, guys. Troll to the end. That's what ETH does. A little bit of a fake out up there. But generally speaking, I mean, you know the general concepts here. Looks like ETH wants to troll to the end of this triangle. See what happens. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a pullback here for the most part. What a nerd. What a nerd. This guy is such a nerd. Let's see. For anyone that's new to the stream, I don't take... For anyone that's new to the stream, just know, right? I mean, we have fun on this channel. We obviously look at charts. I mean, we look at the charts seriously a lot of times, but you know, if you're a no fun Karen, there's plenty of other places you can go. Okay, we are a fun only zone. Okay, don't be like Bob. Don't be like Bob. We'll check Bob's basement here. Okay. Don't be like Bob. All right, Bob is at the store right now. He only makes appearances at nighttime. Don't be like Bob and be a no funner. Okay, please. We'll hang out in Bob's basement for a little bit. 100x, dude. He's always watching a 100x altcoin video. Always, man. Make a new Karen character. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that like. We're gonna go back to the other screen, but there's a lot of people that are like that. All right, 39,250 for BTC. What's ETH doing? ETH still being a troll? Oh, ETH a little fake out. Little fake out for ETH. Short little fake out. All right. So that's that. Bob said, "Hey, be like me." What's up, Bob? Bob asked. We got a legit Bob in the chat here. The sitcom music on the scene switches kills me. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see. Does he work at Bob's Burgers? No, he doesn't work. I try to get him a job at McDonald's. He worked there for one day, but he was yelling at all the customers. He kept trying to sell them on SHIB, and they didn't want to hear it. Like he kept going, like literally shilling SHIB to all the customers, and my boss had to fire him because the customers were like, "Dude, this guy keeps shilling SHIB." Like literally, people would go up there to try to buy a burger, and then he would be like, Screw the burger. You can buy 1,000,000 SHIB for the price of this $1 burger. Why would you be here buying a burger? And he kept telling the customers not to buy burgers, buy SHIB, and it just went on a downward spiral. So now he's unemployed again. He's been unemployed for a while. So, I mean, you gotta take that with a grain of salt here. He's usually very, very unemployed. He doesn't like to work. Bob Evans. All right. Did ETH break down from the triangle? Or will this be a fake out? Let's see on the next episode of the 1 minute chart of Ethereum. Tell Bob to get you cornbread. And then new people are lost on the stream right now. I love it. I love when the new people are lost. They have no idea what's going on. I've always said that my stream is just one giant inside joke. So I mean, the longer you watch the stream, the more you'll understand the inside jokes, right? Like everyone just kind of new that comes in has no idea what's going on. But I like it that way. I like it. I like having the tight knit people that are in here all the time and understand everything. So it makes it more exciting. Rodney said, "Can Bob show me the chart when BTC retested 36.2?" Can Bob show me the chart? What's up, Rodney? Appreciate that, dude. That's freaking awesome, dude. Can Bob show you the chart when BTC retested 36.2? Are we talking? When will we retest 36.2? Rodney, right here. Rodney, I'm a little bit confused, brother. When did Bob, when did we retest 36.2? Right, this is 36.3. I guess you mean right here. Can Bob show me the chart when Bitcoin retested 36.2? I don't. I'm a little bit confuzzled. Just tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat what you meant, Rodney. Right here. All right, you want me to show you what Bob thought back here? Yeah, we can do that real quick. All right, Bob's at the store, Rodney. Let's see. Oh, he's pulling up. Bob, come on, brother. He's literally my brother, so I can call him brother. Come on, Rodney. Right. Rodney wants to hear from you. Very important. No, you can bring your damn Mountain Dew. Bring your damn Mountain Dew. You can drink your Mountain Dew on stream, dude. I know you really want to drink your Mountain Dew right now. All right. All right. Bitcoin's pumping right now. Bob will be on it in 1 second. Bob will be on in 1 second. He needs to finish his. Apparently, he needs to finish his Mountain Dew before he comes on stream. So, Rodney, give Bob 2 seconds here. 39,311 right now for BTC. Right now, as we are going up to retest the wedge. Let's check ETH. ETH with a giant troll fake out, apparently. A giant troll fake out back in the wedge. Oh, here we go. BTC 39,315. This is awesome. This is awesome. You know why this is awesome? What? Bitcoin and Ethereum are pumping. Why isn't Doge up? Why is Doge down 0.5% and Bitcoin and Ether pumping? Dude, Final Stand told me Dogecoin was going to $10. What What the heck? Why did I listen to that guy? Bitcoin, everything else is pumping and Dogecoin's down. Dude. Let's go check SHIB. SHIB's down too? Bro. Everything is pumping right now except my meme coins. Why do I listen to all these YouTubers? Bro. It's freaking ridiculous. Look at Bitcoin right now. 39,350. This is freaking... I don't care about Bitcoin. I don't care about Bitcoin. I don't care about Ethereum. Should have listened to Jordan. Should have listened to Jordan. I knew he was right. I knew he was right about these stupid meme coins. They're not stupid, though. They're my investments. They're my investments. I love SHIB. And how can I not listen to Final Stand? This is ridiculous. I'm going to put Jordan back on because he wants to explain to you why Bitcoin's pumping. All right, we're going back to Jordan. All right, there's Bob. Bob made his appearance. He's very, very upset that SHIB and Doge are down right now while everything else is pumping right now. SHIB to $1. He's very upset at Final Stand right now. Very, very upset. It's too early. It is too early for the characters. That's why I don't really bring them on in the morning because I don't have the same energy. But right now, I mean, Bitcoin and ETH are going up right now. So I had to bring Bob on to give his thoughts. It looks like ETH broke out. We'll see if we come back in again. This could just be a back test on the 1 minute. But 27.95 for ETH. You actually broke out right here. So let's see if this plays out. And Bitcoin is coming out close. Bullish engulfing on the 4 hour looks very, very likely now. We have 28 minutes until the 4 hour close. If we get this engulfing candle, I'm expecting higher upside here for Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is really fun. Really, really fun. Show ETH flag, the Ethereum Bitcoin flag, right here. We had a little bit of fake out. Looks like we're coming back in here, being kind of weird. Maybe it was something like this. Right? It's obviously the 1 minute, so maybe it was actually something like this, from this touch to this touch, and then this one was maybe starting down here like this. This could be the legit flag. This actually makes a little more sense based on the price action. So we'll see what happens there. Let's friggin' go. Bob just got back for SHIB meetup. He did. He's very upset right now. Back test for bullish reversal confirmation. Backs. That's what's going down right now. That's what's going down. 500 likes. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. Engulf us. Let's get that bullish engulfing. Look at that 1 hour. 1 hour looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful in the 1 hour. Some nice volume coming in. Look at this volume coming in at the bottom here. A lot of buy pressure at the volume at the bottom there. Really, really nice. I mean, this looks like it. This looks like it doesn't want to stop either. Let's see this continuing up too. You got plenty of room to one on the 1 hour RSI. That's what's exciting. It's like normally you expect after a pretty nice move up here like this, you'd expect us to be overbought, but we're only halfway through. And the same thing with the 4 hour, we're only about halfway through. So, realistically, a retest into the 40,000s could make some sense here. Not going to say it's necessarily going to happen. We could easily get rejected here and come back down a little bit lower. But, I don't know. One thing I don't like here, dude, this 0.618, this golden pocket range right here is some serious support. Like, the last 2 times we came back down here, Bitcoin has absolutely skyrocketed back up. Look at this. We came back down here. The next daily candle, boom, skyrocketed back up. You can see today, we came back down here. Bitcoin, boom, skyrocketed back up. So there's a lot of support right here at this 0.618 fib. or the golden pocket range, I should say. A lot of support there. But, you know, same thing we were talking about yesterday. I mean, the one thing I don't like here is this 100-day moving average is sort of being ridiculous again. It was ridiculous back here. We got back above it, and now it's been our resistance the last couple of days. We actually closed above it yesterday. So as long as today we can get back over it and stay back over it, it's fine. I don't want to close back below that again, because it's kind of a pain in the butt. Every time we close below this, it usually takes like 3 days to get back above it. But, you know, we obviously got a long way to go. As long as we close above 39,456, which we're only about $200 away from, I think we should be pretty good. But a lot of buy pressure at that golden pocket there for BTC. ETH going back up to test that triangle again. I think this is the more legit here. Five-minute bullish div for ETH. Nice. Oh, mammy. Oh, mommy. I said mammy. Oh, mammy. We are going up. We are going up. What's up, Tortuga? Glad to have you in here on this fresh day of crypto. Having a good day today. I don't want it to stop. Brian.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
For as of right now, we're going to the moon. A lot can change, but as of right now, we're going to the moon. Obviously, a lot can change, though. A lot can freaking change. Busy stream today this morning, huh? Wow. Everyone's excited for the price action, I guess. 39,302. Bitcoin slowly being a creeper, going back up to 39,300. Keeps hitting the head off that resistance, man. We had that resistance line drawn right there. We wicked up to it. We're having a tough time with like 39,370 kind of being annoying right now. We had that there, right? Why is it being annoying? Well, a lot of different support resistance in that general area. Support, resistance. Then it was support again. Now we're trying to flip it as resistance. We can get back over that though. Super bullish. We get back over that. I mean, I'm pretty confident in a break to the upside of this wedge if we can break this resistance level. If we can't, I don't think that's the end of the world either. We could just easily consolidate sideways here into some type of pattern and then break it. But if we can break it on this 4-hour candle, I think it's likely that we break up here, in my personal opinion. 39,280 at the moment. Occasionally wait. ETH just like chilling in this little triangle here. Looking pretty nice. Look at this. Is actually beautiful. Sometimes the 1-minute charts I don't love, but like this actually looks pretty damn beautiful, if you ask me. Like, how does this look beautiful to you guys? What's up, Rob? Back from the store. There you go. Spitting facts. What's up, Cafe? That's all we do here. We spit facts. It's a little bit too early for me to rant. It's not even that early. It's like noon now. I'm acting like it's like 6 a.m. But rants are particularly for the night streams. I may do some rants here and there if I see a comment that gets me ranty. But yeah, that's usually only happens in the nightly streams. Usually the morning streams, we got the chat is very pleasant. Everyone's drinking their coffee. Everyone's pretty calm. The night stream is when all the trolls come out. That's when the trolls come out, which I love because then Bob can come out. All right. I'm going to stay on to the 4-hour close here at least. I'm going to stay on to at least noon to watch this 4-hour close to kind of see if we break out on this candle and also if we sort of get the 4-hour bullish engulfing. So I'm going to stay on at least till that point. At least. I'm sure there's a front line of sell orders all through here. Yeah. Most likely. I mean, this is a kind of this is a very important area. both with downward resistance and also this sort of previous support. But it looks like we're going up right now. 39,337. ETH has broken out to the upside as of right now. And we're back down. A back test. Back test. Again, it's got a nice back test. That could just be a nice back test there on the 1 minute. Bitcoin going back up too. 39,358 for BTC. Can we smash through this resistance? Can we do it? Can we freaking do it here? I read the 1 minute chart. You did. You did, my friend. You did. Oh, we came back down. We came back down. Another fake out. Another fake out, fellas. Pack it up. We're going to zero.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Everyone pack your bags. Run's over. Bull run's over. Good to know you guys. The bull run is officially over. At that candle. Man. The bull run was fun while it lasted, everyone. It was really fun. Man. Scare money don't make no money. I hear music, I run back here. That's actually so true. You could just put my stream in the background. If you hear the pump music, that means action's happening. If you don't, that means nothing's happening. But yeah, look at that, dude. Look at that. Another fake out. And are we going to bounce off the bottom again? We got to keep redrawing this top line until it works. I guess that's the way we're going to have to do it here. We're going to keep drawing this top line until it doesn't work. Now you can draw it like this. I guess this actually looks a little more legit. Guys, we're going to keep drawing this triangle until it works. We're just going to keep stretching it out. Because ETH is just, ETH is being ETH right now. There we go. We're going to zero. Pack it up, everyone. There we go. New triangle for ETH. See if this one breaks. You can't really redraw this support level any other way. This is the last line in the sand here. On our 1 hour triangle for ETH. We just reached the top of the head and shoulders. Could be. McDonald's is hiring. I already work there. I might have to go full time now though. You know, full time, maybe 50 hours a week at McDubs. Some overnights. It's gonna be rough. The bear market's gonna be rough. That's how I move my line all the time. Facts. You gotta do it. I mean, it's all. A lot of people get mad when you move your lines, but like at the same time, that's what technical analysis is. It's not like you draw one line and that's the line. You adapt to the market, right? You don't just say, "Oh, this is the line," and then if it changes and it makes more sense at a different spot, you move it, right? See, I move this support line and we bounce right off the bottom of it again, right? You just got to adapt. Now, this one you can't really adapt this much else any other way. I mean, you can't really extend this out. I guess you could, but you live and adapt by the markets. The market doesn't adapt by you. You adapt to the markets. Very, very key thing that I like to say. I never actually said that before. I totally just made that up. I like to think that I come up with like quotes, but you know, I guess I'm not that quote worthy, I guess. I tend to think highly about myself. I guess I should say about my quotage, but you know, some days I'll get memes posted about me, you know, that are my quotes. I'll move my lines. Yeah. It's gonna twist 2800 again. Probably. I think Makes some sense. You're bouncing right here. It could come back up. 5 a.m. early shift, weekends and holidays. Yeah. You need Macho Man, you're going down sound. It's a lot of different sounds I need to add. I gotta add a couple different of the custom emojis on here too. I saw Chainlink was actually dipping. Let's just go check Chainlink real quick. Chainlink. Chainlink on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, it's still kind of... I guess it's still kind of in this like rising channel for Chainlink. I mean, not really much else besides that. I mean, rising channel, see which way it breaks. The trend is still up. You kind of have, yeah, bullish divergence on the bottom side, and you have bearish divergence on the top side. So it's kind of a nothing burger when it comes to divergence. When you see both, it's kind of like, all right, doesn't really tell you much. But yeah, Chainlink, I mean, it would make some sense to at least touch 25.63 before a potential reversal back down and maybe a back test. But Chainlink still looks good to me. Still looks good. I mean, you got some room to run on all the time frames here now, which is nice. Daily's still a little bit up there, but looks fine. I think you retest 25 at least before you come back down. What about XRP? all the XRPers are mad at me for yesterday's stream because I was venting about XRP. All you guys, if you're an XRP and you're not mad at me, let me know in the chat. If you're not mad at me, let me know in the chat. If you are an XRP here and you're mad at me, let me know in the chat. I totally understand. I was kind of crapping on XRP yesterday, which I don't really apologize about. I was just kind of spitting facts. I mean, it is what it is. But XRP, look, I mean, the price action is almost exactly the same as Bitcoin. Like, you had the possible head and shoulders here. Looks like you rejected it. And they're trying to pump. Same thing as if Bitcoin can pump, you know, you're gonna come back up here. But you know, if you do round out here and you continue down, you could have a head and shoulders. It's almost the exact same thing as BTC, like to a T. Like you can even probably draw the wedge, some sort of wedge, kind of like how you had BTC, right? Like almost the exact same thing. So if BTC breaks out of the wedge, XRP probably will too, and you'd have a move up to about 77.6. If BTC dumps, I mean, you probably just come back down and test the bottom of the wedge. Easy peasy. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a dump. ETH, right at the bottom of the triangle. Right at the bottom of the triangle right now. ETH is, Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a rejection here. It's not surprising, right? Pretty critical area. Might take us a few tries to get over that. I won't be surprised if BTC actually comes back down to test this area as support before going back up again. Just because you never really came back down to test this area. Previous resistance, somewhere in this general range. Probably see a short-term bounce. Then we'll see if we can break this again. If not, you probably come back down lower. Kind of how I see it right now, personally.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Am I BitBoy's son? I am BitBoy's nephew. I'm officially BitBoy's nephew. BitBoy can actually vouch for me on that too. One day we should like raid BitBoy's stream. and should say Jordan is your nephew. Jordan is your nephew in the chat and see what he says. We're gonna be like, what the heck is going on? We did that to George once. We did that to George once. Jordan is your nephew. That would be hilarious. No, we should go on around the blockchain and spam, not spam, but be like, have Bob on the show. Have Bob on the show. And see if we can get Bob on around the blockchain. Imagine getting Bob around the blockchain. That would be his wish. He would be so happy if he got on around the blockchain. His face would light up like a Christmas tree. Holy moly, Bitcoin getting a little bit of dumpage here. Let's see if we bounce right off that line there. We bounced right off that line. Let's see if we continue to bounce. I think we should get Bob on around the blockchain. What do you guys think? I always say Jordan sent me when I watch George. Spam XRP. OMG. I'm here because of the George raid. What's up, Rob? Good to see you, man. Good to have you in here. All the Jordans, the Jordanites and the Georges are one team, okay? We have teamed up to take over crypto. I'm just kidding. Java would fit around the blockchain. I really want to get Bob on around the blockchain. I really want to do it. They wouldn't have me on there though. They know I would troll, so they wouldn't have me on there. But that's okay. I don't need to go on any of those shows. It is what it is. All right. So we got 7 minutes until the 4-hour close. I'm going to stay on until then. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a dip. Looks like we bounced off those previous highs. Could just be a back test, like we said. So we'll see if Bitcoin bounces here and comes back up at a test. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw that today. Wouldn't be surprised at all. ETH, let's see, ETH, wow. Got rejected from our triangle. Almost perfect though, almost perfect breakout. Exactly as predicted. Exactly as I predicted. And then we're coming back down to coming back down. Let's see if we hit our target here, just for fun. All right, it's obviously just a fun little triangle. And our target would be 27.26. We actually wicked down to like 27.35. So pretty close. Pretty close. On the breakdown for ETH. Obviously, this is the 1 minute time frame, so this is super small. In reality, this doesn't really mean anything. Really doesn't. But let me actually get rid of this. We're gonna go back to the 1 hour here for ETH and check out the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, let's see, maybe just a back test of this previous high in the 1 hour. Maybe not. Maybe we come back down a little bit lower. Test this high, maybe. Oh. Smashed. Had said everyone predicts everything. Yeah, Had, that was a joke. If you haven't watched my stream before, I've always stated that you can't really predict anything. I have a lot of sarcasm when it comes to that stuff. So I predicted upside and downside. I predicted the upside move and the downside move exactly as I predicted. All right. 5 minutes in. 5 minutes. Is London hard forked yet? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the dump might have started. I mean, don't get like we were talking about yesterday. Don't get super bearish. Don't get super bearish because we have one red 1 hour candle, one red 4 hour candle. It's all noise. Okay. So until you see the trend, which the last couple, like the trend is still up right here. Now I know you'll say you zoom out and they say the trend is down, and then I could one up you and say zoom out, the trend is up. So I can always one up you that Bitcoin's in an uptrend. So don't try to one up me with me saying the trend is still up and you saying zoom out, trend is down, and then I'll say zoom out, trend is up. All right. So don't try to one up me there. But you know, you look on the daily time frame, the trend is still up here. So don't get super bearish just because we're here. You can see we have tons of support right here. Tons of freaking support. And for me, until we break our previous highs, which is right here on a close, until we break about 36,000 on a close, all right, a close, we can wick, but on a close, I'm not flipping super bearish. And I still think a retest of down here would make some perfect sense. Still think it would. I think that would be super healthy, actually, just to confirm a support level at 36,000 and then move up. Doesn't necessarily have to happen that way. We could easily just continue up in a super parabola move, but you know, it is what it is. Volume is picking up. Let's see. Volume is picking up there. Back up to 38,700. Real quick. What's realistic ETH target for this month? A realistic ETH target? I mean, if you want to stay super realistic, I mean, you want to say super realistic, I'd say somewhere in the 3Ks. I think anything other than that is kind of being a little bit moon boyish. I'm not going to count out higher prices. I mean, we saw what ETH is capable of. You got to remember back here, ETH in a span of about 2 weeks went from 2,700 all the way to 4,500. So you can't count out a super parabolic move for ETH. But you know, conservative look. I mean, maybe 3K, something like that. Now, if you want to get insanely bullish, you could say ETH could move all the way up to 4,500 again. I don't think that's going to happen. I could be wrong, right? I hope I'm wrong for my portfolio. Heck. But you know, I like to stay realistic, and I don't see us moving up that fast here, unless Bitcoin decides to just absolutely crush it. Minus A. So can you look at TLM? You can do that. TLM. Going to Disneyland today to meet BitBoy. He's going to tell me who his sources are. You'll meet Bob. He'll tell you all about. He'll tell you all about Ken. Ken gives us all our sources, guys. He has the cheapest crypto sources, so that's what we use. We already finished with the update of ETH. Thank you, Ace. We finished with the update of ETH. TLM looks like a little bit of a TLM looks like a little bit of a descending triangle to me. Now we only have 2 touches on the bottom side, so take that for what you will. I guess you have multiple back here. But I mean, you can see you're getting lower highs and same point on the bottom side. So in theory, this is a bearish pattern. In theory, right? Now, if ETH and Bitcoin keep going, I mean, TLM will probably continue up. Most likely, even though we haven't really seen it the last couple of days. Downside target's like 13 bucks at 13 cents. Look how perfectly that actually lines up with your previous low. So that's the downside target. Upside target, if you do break this, would be you know, just so you have it, would be about 41.40, which actually, look at that. It's funny how these play out. Like that's actually perfectly at your local highs up here from May. So those are your 2 targets, upside, downside. We'll see which one plays out there. Depends which way you break, right? Depends which way you break. Now, if it's going to break whichever way Bitcoin and ETH do short term. Kind of the way the cookie crumbles, right? Hi, Chris. Can you please check out SRK? Trying to figure out where this is heading. Yeah, we can do that. Let's actually real quick check out the Bitcoin 4-hour candle here. And no, we didn't quite get that bullish engulfing. That's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. Doesn't mean we can't just continue up, but I would have liked to see a bullish engulfing candle there. Looks like we got a little cocky there. We came back down. Still not the end of the world. Still a really, really nice 4-hour candle there. And we could easily continue up higher. But we didn't get the bullish engulfing. But you can see we're bouncing right back over now. 38,850. Going back up to test 39,000. And you can see on the 1-hour chart, it was a perfect bullish back test of our local highs from back here. Perfect back test. So we'll see if that's just a back test and you continue up. SRK. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna head out here in just a second, but I'm gonna quickly go over these altcoins. SRK looks really good, man. Obviously, you're pumping to the upside. I mean,
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
let's friggin' go, right? Let's friggin' go. But let's see. Let's see. And you got a little resistance from this previous wick high. The 4-hour is incredibly high. You're at almost a 90 on the 4-hour RSI, which is insane. Daily, look at that, straight up. That's insane. Daily, if you can get a close above your previous daily close high, which is right there, you're above it right now. We'll see if you can close above it. It's gonna be tough with the 4-hour RSI that high. But you know, if you can get a higher high in the daily close, obviously going to be super bullish too. So watch that on the daily for SRK. But looks good. Like obviously the general concept of the chart here. Looks super bullish to me. And then Ace, we said we already finished the update of E. Thank you again, Ace, for that. And Elias said, well, we check out TVK BTC pair. TVK BTC. Love it. I love it. How could you not love this pair? Watch out for this. So one thing here, it looks like you've gotten rejected twice off this. So this looks super bullish. Previous support, resistance, resistance, resistance. You're looking for a daily close above this previous support flipped into resistance. Very similar to like the ETH USD and ETH BTC pair. If you break this, I mean, just looking left, you could see a pretty high move here against Bitcoin. So this is your resistance, right? Previous high from back there, previous support. But on this pair, you could see a move all the way up to here if you do break this. Could be a very good move, which would be about a 41% move against Bitcoin, which is pretty nice. So watch for that. Get some bearish div here, but those haven't really been too accurate lately. But I like it. Look at Bitcoin though. Pushing back up to 39,000.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
ETH bouncing too. But Bitcoin, a little bit of a dip, and is trying to come back up with that nice little move there. Let's freaking go, boys. Boys and girls. We break 39,000 again. There it is. 39,000 again. Bitcoin doing some moves right now. It's not done. It's not done. Oh, no.
friggin' go, boys.
Bitcoin said what pullback? Bitcoin said what pullback are you speaking of? What is a mere pullback? Oh man, things can change in 2 seconds. I saw people literally off one hour candle, people were saying, this is the dump. This is the dump. Bitcoin can say nope in the matter of 2 seconds. Okay? 2 seconds. Let's see if we break this resistance right here. Let's friggin' go. I just quit my job today, but they should cracks me up. What's going on, Dick? Let's see if we break that resistance, everyone. Let's friggin' do it. Let's freaking do it. Oh, we got the trolls in the chat. The trolls are coming back. It's past noon. We got the trolls in the chat here. They're all sleeping, and then they're like Bob. They wake up at noon and they're like, we got to start trolling. It's time to troll. 39,300 as we speak right now. Let's see. We got to break this. We got to break this downwards resistance level here. That's the level. That is the freaking level for us to break. Let's freaking go. Second retest of the stream here. Chucking that code red. Facts. This is the speedway. My wife Bitcoin will take care of me. Facts. Stay on until tonight. Ah, man, I can't do it. I can't do an all-day stream yet. I can't do an all-day stream. Like I said, I gotta mentally prepare for a 24-hour stream. Like I gotta have all my meals prepped, ready to go. I gotta have all my coffee. I gotta have like 3 coffees ready to go. I don't want to do that just yet. But I will be doing a 24-hour stream at some point. I think that would be super, super fun to do. You know, I don't know. I really want to do a 24-hour stream. But it has to be when like things are really moving, right? Things are really moving. Yes, right now things are really moving, but you get it. I'm a happier person when ETH. I'm a happier person when ETH is under 2,800. Absolute facts. Absolute facts. BTC head and shoulders. We were kind of rejected the head and shoulders. I mean, it's still a possibility, but no, the head and shoulders was here. You actually came back down and rejected it. So, I mean, if you break this previous high, I don't think the head and shoulders still could be accurate. If you come up here, right, get rejected again and come back down, still could be accurate, but we'll find out. Dude, we're at 39,300. Dude, it's chilling right at the resistance. We know based off previous action, guys, when Bitcoin keeps hitting its head against resistance, boom, boom, boom. That's when we know that a move is probably coming here, because it just keeps coming back. That's the resistance, you know. I got the moon off, taking the helmet off for a little bit. I gotta breathe. Gotta slowly breathe here. Let me fix my hoodie. My hoodie. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that hoodie. Look at the hoodie. Oh yeah. Ready to rock and roll today. The hoodie. What's up, Musty? Try 12-hour first. A 12-hour stream probably would be better first, honestly. Seriously. Yo, you underwater? Chill Money said, gotta troll your A to the moon. Thank you, man. I love my trolls too. Here we go. Bitcoin going up to test it right now. Will we break it? 39,353. This could be it, everyone. This could be it. I came here for the pump up music. Can we get one? Yes. David, we can get the pump music, but we have to break the resistance first. We played it a few times today for Ethereum, but Bitcoin is up next. But we got to break the downward resistance as usual. All right. Making gains. Double top on the 15-minute and 1 minute. Double top on the 15-minute. Could be. I don't love that though. To me, it was just a back test. I mean, it was a clean back test. These previous highs and previous support levels. Nice bounce there. That's what it pretty much was to me. It was a needed back test. I mean, it's freaking awesome, dude. 39,347. Can I sing, please, Adam? Just for you. Just for you, I shall sing. Not enough volume. You don't need, I mean, we've seen it before. I mean, Bitcoin does not care about volume. If it wants to pump, it pumps. That's why I'll never underestimate, you know, what Bitcoin's capable of. Like, just because we have low volume at a certain point does not mean Bitcoin's just not going to break it. It might not break it, but the reason's not the volume. It's just because you might not be able to get past it. Short time. It's a liquidity grab. Bitcoin dropping. Couldn't you say the same thing on the bottom side? Couldn't you say this? See, I hate the whole it's a liquidity grab. Like, because couldn't you say on this move up here that this was a liquidity grab, the dump was a liquidity grab, and we can go back up? You can always say everything is a liquidity grab, right? So that's why I don't. You say this was a liquidity grab to the upside. You can, and from the whole trend, you could say this was a liquidity grab to the downside. You can always say everything's a liquidity grab at some point, you know? Bitcoin does what it wants to do when it wants to do it. We just use the charts to probably give us the best hints at what it's going to do next. But does anyone really know? Not really. Not really. Yeah, but that wouldn't fit their narrative. Facts. It's all a liquidity grab. Very true, Jake. Very true, Jake. It's all about what fits your narrative, right? So I'm a long-term bull. So obviously I have a bias towards the upside, which, I mean, and the bears have a bias towards the downside. It's so funny because you watch people's streams, right? And I'll always admit I have a slight bias to the upside because I believe that's what really matters, right? Over the long term, I believe Bitcoin will increase in price. All this little short-term action is just noise. You don't really care about it if you're a trader. I get it. There's traders out there who want to trade the short-term price action. I care about long-term, so I'm obviously slightly biased towards the upside. There's people you watch that are very, very biased to the downside. And then there's a lot of people who are neutral too. But a lot of times, I mean, I could pull up a stream and based on what they're talking about, I can see what they're biased towards. You can probably pull up my stream and see that I'm very biased towards the upside, which I am. If I'm a realist short term, if things look bearish, I will say they're bearish. You guys know, when we were down here, right? I was saying that we could always go back lower. I mean, the charts did look pretty bearish down here. Right? We could always go down to like the golden pocket at 25, 27K. But you could always, but my point was you can always pull up a stream and tell if people are biased to the upside or biased to the downside. And usually their technical analysis is very biased towards which way they want the price to go, right? Usually the case. So I'm just not too afraid to admit that, I'm slightly biased towards the upside. So if the chart looks bearish, I'll admit it. This does not look bearish to me. This just looks like a classic cool-off period before we go back up. I mean, I just can't look at this daily chart and say this looks bearish. At least not yet, right? Now, if we break 36,000, absolutely. I think that would be pretty bearish. I think likely if we come back down to 36,000, if we can't hold it, we do something like this, then I think it's likely that, you know, a retest of this downwards green box of support is very, very likely in that scenario. But until we do that, I just can't see this being bearish just yet. Just can't see it being bearish. I don't know. That's just me. But I'm not like a perma bull. If things start looking bearish, I'll obviously talk about the downside action. And you know, like we're in a wedge right now, but at the end of the day, if Bitcoin breaks down from the wedge, we've talked about downwards action, right? 36,000 to 36,400 is the level to bounce off of. Previous highs, I want to bounce off that level. If we break below that level, downwards action could be possible. But until then, I don't think you can look at the current price action as bearish. I just don't see it. Now, I could be wrong. Everyone has different opinions, but that's just me. That's just me. I think you know, looking at the short-term time frames right now and seeing bearish is just kind of going against your own bias, in my personal opinion. Looks bullish to me. Yeah. I think it's just kind of pulling straws at the moment. Mohammed, I was basically saying I am biased Bitcoin long-term bull, right? I'm a very biased Bitcoin long-term bull. Short-term, I'll tell it how it is. If we're looking bearish, I'll say we're bearish, but I don't see the bearish narrative right now. Unless this kind of head and shoulders plays out on the top side, then obviously I can see it, but we literally just said nope to that head and shoulders. We tested the neckline and we didn't want to break it, at least on the first try. Could we come back down and test it again and break it? Yeah, but that would probably be us also breaking 36,000 at that point, which then would fit the bearish narrative. But until that happens, we don't go up in a straight line. So every dip you get isn't you all of a sudden being bearish, right? So just because we moved up like 40% here in a matter of 10 days, a pullback is necessary. So just because we came back down to the 0.618 fib and bounced off nicely there, just because we get a dip does not mean we're bearish, right? And just same thing on the top side, I can totally understand this sentiment where just because you get a bounce doesn't mean you're bullish. And I've stated multiple times in the stream, you know, if we can't break this downwards trend of resistance and we can't break the 200-day SMA, we're still bearish in the sort of medium term here. And I'm staying cautiously optimistic here. We got to break those two levels. That's it. We got to break above 44,800. And we got to confirm it as support. You know, we got to come up, back test, and continue up. Then we can get pretty excited there. Until then, we're having fun on stream. It is what it is, and that's kind of the way the cookie crumbles right now, right? Kind of the way the cookie crumbles. Just obviously stay cautiously optimistic. Right? Don't be getting a loan and putting it in BTC. Cameron said, by that time you have missed the move, bro. Cam, I don't care about missing the move. I'm a long-term bull. The only time I only care about buying, I don't sell. I don't care about short-term price action. It doesn't really bother me. I'm in this for the long term. I'm not really a trader, man. A lot of people come into my stream and think I'm a trader. I'm not a trader. I look at technical analysis to find the best buying opportunities. I don't sell my crypto, right? Just not in my cards. Not worth the stress and the hassle to me for trying to be buying the tops and selling the bottoms, because no one can really do that accurately every single time. For me, it's all about stacking the sats, stacking the ETH, stacking the Cardano, stacking the Chainlink, stacking the VeChain, stacking the Theta, stacking it, also stacking Matic. I've been stacking some Matic lately. That's all it is for me. I don't sell. So, and I'll always state I don't sell. I don't trade and do all that stuff. Rich Buddy said, why do you always have ads for backyard fencing in the back of the crypto channel? I have no idea. That seems like kind of random, man. That seems kind of random to me. All right, 39,300 for BTC. I want to stay on because I feel like we're going to crack this. I really feel like we're going to absolutely crack this to the upside. Okay? But stacking SHIB. Bob's stacking SHIB. He's very upset because SHIB hasn't moved yet. The Chosen One. I thought you were a trader. I was wondering why you haven't traded. Yeah. I used to trade a good amount in the bear market. I'll trade during the bear market, you know, just for fun because it's a little more boring. But I don't think the bull run's over. So personally, to me, I've just been stacking, man. Just been stacking. It's a common misconception, you know. Whenever people come into like a technical analysis stream, they think that person's a trader. To me, I look at the charts for fun. That's why my streams are fun, right? I don't really care about short-term price action. We have fun with it. Obviously, there's a lot of traders that do watch my stream just for another, just for kind of another view on the market. But I'll always be open and say I'm not some like high-tech trader. Because in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I'll always be honest about my opinion. Most traders lose money. To me, for the general public, trading is a losing strategy, right? Trying to time the tops and bottoms is a losing strategy. Not saying for everyone. There's people that are very, very good at it and can make it successful. But for the general public, right, having sort of a trading stream where you're teaching people how to trade, in a way, the general public, that's going to make them lose money. Because you might get lucky for a short-term time period. You might get one really good like 3 to 6 month span where you're killing it, you're making money, but stretched out over a couple of years, you're most likely going to lose money trying to time the tops and bottoms of crypto. In my personal opinion, it's just better to just stack the sats, have way less stress, have a hodl portfolio. If you're going to trade and hodl, I think that's very important in crypto, because the whales are going to do what they want, and the technical analysis is not always going to be able to predict the tops and bottoms, personally. I love how, and what I will say is I totally understand people are saying that it's not a losing strategy. I love how people just like, it's literally facts. Like you can look it up. Like there's literally been studies done on it. And I'm not going to pull up the studies, but literally it's like 90% of traders lose money over the course of their trading career. It's literally a fact. So I mean, it's just funny how, you know, there's nothing against traders. Like you can be successful at it for a certain amount of time, but it's literally a fact that 90% of traders lose money. Literally a fact. Is it because they're gamblers and they try to do stuff that they probably shouldn't be doing? Yes. Absolutely true. But always remember that. Always remember that. You can lead a horse to water. Facts. Swing trading has worked well for me. There you go, Cop. Anyone that can do it, that can do it nicely. I mean, props to you, man. Props to you. It's 72%. Whatever. If it's 72%, that's still, I mean, that's still over 3/4 of the people, and that still kind of proves the point, you know. You should trade in stocks, probably. Bitcoin looks still really good on the weekly time frame, coming back down and holding that support level of your previous highs. What did we talk about? You want to come back down, hold these previous highs as support, and hold it on the weekly close. So Bitcoin looking still really good on the weekly close here. Can't believe I'm still live. We've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I gotta freaking get off, man. I gotta freaking get off, dude. This is ridiculous. This is freaking ridiculous right now. Yeah, I'm gonna get off because ETH is kind of settling down. Bitcoin's kind of settling down. This is a good spot for me to get off because I know if I stay on for like 5 more minutes, Bitcoin's gonna start pumping, and then I'm gonna be stuck on here for another like 30 minutes. Bitcoin does not like me to take breaks, guys. Bitcoin does not like me to take breaks, and I gotta go live again in 6.5 hours here. All right, so I'm gonna go enjoy my day here. Probably just relax for a little bit, do my thing. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure you don't panic sell your crypto. If you're a trader, don't be trading with your emotions. Always do it logically, right? Always do it logically. And I hope you guys have a fantastic, fantastic day. And we see more pumpage from BTC, from ETH. Hopefully Cardano can stop being a stablecoin. Hopefully Chainlink can make some moves and stop being a semi-stablecoin. Actually, Chainlink's been performing pretty well. But I'll keep you. I won't keep you waiting. Make sure you guys have a fantastic day. All right? I'll catch you guys later. Peace.